Our speaker this morning is Sergeant First Class Jonathan Baker, United States Army. He is a soldier and a friend. Please give a Woodridge welcome to Sergeant Parker.
Thank you, Woodridge High School, for the invitation for me being able to speak with you today. I'm Sergeant First Class Jonathan Parker, and I'm with the United States Army. I joined the Army right out of high school, and I've been serving for over 17 years now. From 1993 to 2001, I served as an infantryman and was able to participate in real-world and training missions in over 12 countries throughout the world. I'm currently a member of Recruiting Command stationed in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. I'm always honored to speak on behalf of the Army, but it is especially humbling to stand here in uniform today to speak about the many American heroes we honor on this special day. In our country, we do a wonderful job of creating and building physical memorials. The Vietnam Wall, the World War II Memorial, the Korean Memorial, and the 9/11 Memorial are among the solid symbols of the nation's desire to physically commemorate our fallen heroes. At these hallowed places, we see and can even trace with our fingertips the names of the people in uniform who have given their lives in defense of our country. Veterans Day is a special holiday, a single day that we honor the spirit of all those who served and who have died in service to our nation, all of whom we honor in our hearts. Instead of seeing a stone monument on this reverend day, we should imagine the faces of all those who, over the years, served the people of our great country and sacrificed in defense of our freedom. We see the faces of our young men and women who sacrificed much in the hostilities in the Middle East. We see the faces of warrior heroes who, through many wars and conflicts, provided leadership among chaos. And we see the brave faces of those soldiers who have died in Vietnam and Korea, whose sacrifices went unrecognized for many years because of the unpopularity of the conflicts they found themselves in. President Kennedy once said, "Our nation reveals itself not only reveals itself by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors and the men that it remembers." Today we honor the servicemen and women and the sentiment remains clear. A key component of our nation's greatness lies in our ability to honor, appreciate, and cherish through our actions and our memories all those who lived and died to ensure our freedom. We often hear that freedom has a price and that each generation pays its due. Today is our day to say thank you to those who for generations have foot the bill, those who have paid so dearly, and to their families and friends whose lives are forever changed, to whom we owe an enormous debt. Gathering together to recognize Veterans Day is one way to show our appreciation and gratitude. But how do we extend the reverence we feel today to the other days of the year? More importantly, how do we instill and deepen the tradition of this special day to coming generations of Americans? And how do we ensure that Veterans Day continues to be observed with vigorous, regardless of whether or not we're a nation at war? We must teach each other about the sacrifices that have been made on our behalf, so that we may continue to enjoy the liberties and freedoms provided to us and by our Constitution. We must help future generations understand that, politics aside, the act of committing yourself to your country, willing to fight for the freedom of others, and to defend the weak is among the noblest of endeavors. We can do this by volunteering to help those veterans who are still with us, by lending a shoulder to a family who is grieving the loss of a service member, by assisting those injured in service to our nation and help them build a new life. Honor their sacrifices, tell their stories, and cherish their memories. Also, we must continue to gather on this special day each year to pay homage to each of them. Make this day an annual reminder of the need to give yourself in honor of those who have given everything. Treat veterans with reverence and respect, and others will follow your lead. Our military is the world's greatest power. We also are the world's greatest instrument of peace and humanitarian assistance. For over 230 years, our history is one of service, pride, and heroism. We serve today in over 82 countries and territories throughout the world. We defend our world's waterways from piracy, We provide food and medicine and comfort whenever a natural disaster strikes any nation. Our military executes the same mission whether or not we're at war. We provide protection, deterrence, and assistance whenever and wherever needed. In the course of that duty, we have lost many of our fellow soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen throughout the years. Among those we honor today are our servicemen who continue to serve nobly, our veterans who stand proudly with their heads held high, and our fallen brothers and sisters in arms, gone but never forgotten. We assume the unspoken duty to remind our friends, families, neighbors, children, and fellow service members about their actions and sacrifices. We knowingly and happily take on the responsibility of serving our country, and we do it all in their names. All of the good we do in the world today is because of the legacy given to us by those who served before us. Those sacrifices helped build this country into the great power it is today. And with every action undertaken, every conflict resolved, every life improved by the United States military, we pay tribute to these heroes. Thank you for being here today to help celebrate their lives and legacies of those who fight for our freedoms and those who have been lost, but never forgotten and will always be revered. Thank you.